it, and I found out from a few people I know that the Penguin Marathon was coming up in February. So I did the Hobart Marathon. That was in January, and I heard that the Penguin one was next month, and I was rapt to continue the race and that sort of stuff. So I signed up for that and just kept on running, keep hammering the pavement, and a week out from that race, a person told me that there was a really good runner doing that race, and his PB was a pretty hefty time. It was like a 2 hours 25 minutes. That's pretty elite, pretty elite time, pretty elite PB, and he was doing that race. So I'm like, wow, if this guy is going to be in this race, like this is going to be a quick race. This is going to push me. So my mindset leading into that race was, obviously you get the nerves, obviously you get the butterflies, but I have this thing in the head, like where like I love the hurt, like I love putting myself and getting uncomfortable when it really hurts. So the goal was to win the race and just put my name out there. So yeah, the race starts. He starts off really hot, going out pretty quick. 3-minute 30-kilometre pace, and I just sit on his tail pretty much the whole race. Massive shout out to my dad, because he was riding the bike on that race, because it was a low, like it wasn't too big of an event. It was a local community marathon. Like it's still pretty big, but like spectators are allowed to get amongst it. So he was riding the bike just as a little support crew, keeping an eye on how he's going, because he was leading the race the whole time, which is a pretty hard ask, leading the marathon, because you're using a lot of energy and a lot of mental things go into that. So he was just keeping track, telling me how he was feeling by his facial expression, how he was, his body was moving, and keeping me updates, because I was about, probably 15 to 20 meters behind him the whole race. So I just sat behind him, and then when it got to about halfway, the 21-kilometre mark, he slowed down like the pace that we were running tremendously. I don't know what happened. He might have blew up, fatigue set in, but I was still feeling really good. So I just took off and just kept running, tried to maintain like a 3-minute 30 to 40-minute kilometre pace, and we held on for the victory. I was in shock. I was in shock for about probably 2 weeks of what I'd done, because like I didn't really train, like do interval training for it. All I usually do is just go out and run.
Very nice.
And I've done that. So that's the story about that one.
You are planning to be a Tasmanian Olympian somewhere down the line? You're planning to do that?
I have a lot of thoughts going on in my head of what I want to do. It's honestly there. It's honestly there to have the the goal of being an Olympian. That's a unreal honor. I'd love to get amongst that for sure. But as of right now, I honestly, as I guess most people think, we don't know I don't know what I want to do. Like my first thing I'm thinking right now is just to enjoy this journey of what I'm doing right now, of running around Tasmania.
Coming back to run around Tasmania, you will be starting from Devonport and you will be moving towards northwest. So all the arrangements are in place. Maybe there will be some hilly trains, some ups and downs, and some areas without the mobile signal. So I mean, you are still planning. I've seen your map and it is very elaborate already. So how are you planning?
So everything's planned. For more information, my website's dillonsrun.com, and if you go down there, you can see the map of what I'm actually doing day by day. And of course, it's a massive Tasmania. There's roads where it's windy. There's a whole, I don't know if you've been on the West Coast, but it is all like gravel, uneven surfaces, massive hills up and down and windy. So Tasmania is a beautiful state, beautiful place to live. I highly recommend, if anyone's interested in come down to visit. It's a beautiful, quiet, awesome state to live in. I've lived here my whole life so far, but back to the run. 21 days to hopefully do it. And yeah, it's going to be tough, but
So you will have hotels at your places where you will be staying, or there will be some camping involved. I mean, I'm not exactly sure.
yeah,
I'm
so
Northwest,
I've had, yep. Oh, sorry to cut you out. I've had huge help from some sponsors so far. So Oliver Kelly, they're a construction site business. They've helped out tremendously with organising. So by day on my Tasmanian run, I'm stopping into like towns with hotels, Airbnbs. So we're in the works at the moment, getting all that sorted out. So yeah, I did plan that. So every day I finish, I'm in a town, and I'm not like pulling up a tent or anything dodgy, like
okay.
that. So yeah, I'm staying in some hotels and Airbnbs on the way.
Right. So you invite local people from maybe Strahan and Hobart and St. Helens to run with you alongside your run, or you will be comfortable running yourself alone with the guys.
I'll mainly be running myself, but if anyone wants to join in, like I'm all for it. I'd love anyone to join in and push me. I do know that I have, because I have a support crew organised to obviously like help me get through this event, because I can't just go out and do this all alone. There's so many people helping me on this, and I can't thank them enough if they're listening to this or not when it's uploaded. But yeah, I have a great crew behind me. I got my brother, great mates that will push me when times get tough. So they'll run alongside me and just give me that extra, like that push when it's needed. But yeah, the state's getting
I'm
behind
sure
me, and it's looking good.
there is that Dillon Goss effect all around Tasmania when you will be finishing. Hopefully,
Yeah.
so you'll be finishing back in Devonport, right?
So the plan is to finish at Frankie J's. So that's a nice cocktail bar place.
Okay.
Yeah, so the plan is to have a big after party event celebration at Frankie J's. The finish line will be at Frankie J's, and it's only 1 kilometre apart from where I started at the Bluff, which is the Devonport, Bluff Beach. So it's not too far of like doing the full loop. It's pretty much a full loop if people are narrowing it down to that. But yeah, the plan is to hopefully finish on the 23rd of November, 2024.
Very well. So I wish you all the best and all the best with your, nursing your injury and
Yeah, thanks,
getting in
mate.
shape.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. It's a pleasure talking to you. And,
That was a pleasure, mate.
first
Thank
time.
you so much.
Yeah.
Awesome
So
stuff.
hopefully when you will be done with the running, we'll have another session and we'll be looking back towards what was your experience with the run, if you don't mind.
Absolutely, mate. No, it was a pleasure. It was nice meeting you. If you don't mind me asking, when about are you coming down to Tasmania? I know you did tell me that about you're in the works of that. So how far away are you looking at?
It all depends on the immigration department, but I'm
That's
hoping
right.
by the
Yeah.
end of maybe
Yeah.
hopefully if everything goes very well, I would be cheering maybe from Devonport, maybe hopefully.
Yeah. Nice, mate. Nice. No, but it was a pleasure chatting to you. Thank you for your time. It was awesome.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. See you then. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.